Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about the fastest way to change your swing. All right guys, so let's talk about the fastest way to change your swing. Now we're super excited today to bring in Mr. Iain Highfield. Iain is part of game-like training here at Governor's Town Club in Ackworth, Georgia. As we told you, we want to bring you the best of the best, and in my opinion, Iain is just that. He's the best of the best when it comes to golf practice training and improving your game. Now, as part of this here too, I want you guys to check out CogornoGolf.com. That's our membership site. That's our online community where we can help you with practice things like this. We can help you improve your swing. You can send in your swing video. You get access to everything we have, all of the master classes, everything on the site, including the practice library, the quick fix section, and everything we have available to you as a member of CogornoGolf.com. We'll go ahead and put the link in the description down below. But before you go check that out, let's talk to Iain about how you can improve your golf practice. Okay, we're back with Mr. Iain. Thanks for coming back out here again, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
So we're talking about how to change your swing the fastest.
Yes.
Right, and I think we have a couple principles and things we want to talk about in terms of how to do that.
Yep.
Let's get us started.
Awesome.
So if I'm out here practicing, I'm going to hit balls.
Yep.
Now we did a video on how to take your range swing to the course.
Yep.
Right. But in this one in particular, if I'm out here and I'm going to practice my swing and I'm working on maybe a couple mechanical pieces,
yep,
there's things I can do to get those changes to take effect faster.
Yes.
Right? And more effective.
Yes.
As well. So how would I go about practicing that to make that happen faster?
So again, as we've said before, a lot of people think that rep
Yep.
is going to make them change their golf swing.
Muscle memory.
Exactly. That is not stimulating the brain. It's not keeping the brain engaged. It's not a learning process. A learning process has to have space and variability. If you can have space and variability in your practice, your brain is going to be like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Everything's changing. I got to stay engaged, right?
So for those who, let's say for those who don't know, let's define space and variability.
Okay.
So space first means what?
The duration between each shot.
So time between shots.
Every golfer needs to increase that. Every golfer that I've ever seen on the range needs to increase the space between each shot.
And to clarify, so let's say I hit a ball, the amount of seconds or minutes that go by from one ball to the next is important.
Yes.
And can we link that both from a learning perspective, me changing my swing, but then also in terms of the environment that you're going to go
100%.
play in? Okay, gotcha.
100%.
So that's the spacing part.
Yep.
And then the variability.
The variability is basically changing task.
Got it.
Because if you change task, you're going to go, okay, task A is complete. Let's do task B.
Yep.
Okay, task B is complete. Oh, what did I do on task A to be successful? So now my memory's working. My brain is like, oh, let's try and remember what we did 3 to 5 minutes ago.
Got it.
Not, let's just go through the physical motion of hitting a ball.
So the worst learning would be the same task with the shortest period of time.
Very good, 100%. Okay. Pass.
Good, thank you. And the best learning would be time in between, and then some variation of the task.
Yeah, and for a beginner golfer, less time in between and less variation is okay.
Yep.
And then as you progress, 90 shooter, increase it, 80 shooter, increase it, 70 shooter, increase it, pro, increase it.
Got it.
So you've got to create this optimal spacing and optimal variability for the player that is in front of you as a coach. Awesome. Or as a player, you got to create that yourself.
That is so good, dude. So I'm out here. I happen to have two things in my swing that I'm working on, right? Slowly but surely, that I'd like to speed up. And so let's say I get to the range, maybe I did my little warm up, and I'm ready to start practicing my swing mechanics, right? So how do I start this?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a drill that's called the sandwich drill.
I like it.
Yeah, so you'll make the move that you want to make.
Got it.
The move that you don't want to make, which for me is like that.
Yep, got me too.
And then the move that you want to make. So you're going to sandwich the move that you're trying to change in between the two desired movements.
Got it.
Once you've done that, you get to hit one ball at 20% speed.
Ooh, good.
Only focused on the movement.
Love it.
Then we return to our pyramid.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nicely put there for the
Beautiful.
spacing effect.
Yeah.
You get another ball. You'll do the sandwich drill again.
Yep.
And then you can hit a ball at 40% speed.
Got it.
Keep increasing speed until you lose the movement.
Yep.
Then you'll decrease the speed.
Am I doing this regardless of skill level, but less time in between, depending on skill level?
I
like you
think
mentioned?
how I've set this up,
Yeah.
because I'm just going to be brutally honest,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general, there's not many people that practice properly.
Yep.
This could be applied across the board
That's
at
what I
all
thought.
skill
Okay,
levels.
Got it. So, good swing.
Yep.
Can I say good and bad? Is that?
Yeah,
is that
good and
okay?
bad school, yeah.
So I'm going to try and do a good swing.
Yep.
That I would define as good based on what I'm working on.
Yep.
A bad version intentionally.
Yep,
A good version again.
Yep.
If I'm good with that,
yep.
I then hit my first ball at 20% speed.
Got it.
So, I like to repeat it back to make sure my simple.
Well, and what else I love about what you do is you talk it out loud as you're doing it.
Yeah.
Now, you might be doing that for YouTube and the
Put on a
listeners,
show, man.
but dude, they should do that as well.
Yeah,
That's another great way to learn.
Okay. Yeah.
Just copy Eric, guys.
They
Just
sound
copy
crazy
Eric.
on the range out there with their buddies. So, good swing. So for me, I have a right wrist mechanic
Yep.
I'm working on and depth.
Yep.
To keep it. So I'm going to feel my trail wrist and my depth good. Both those going together. And now I'm going to do a bad version, so we'll do the opposite of those. It feels like my old bad swing. Here feels like my good one again. So trail wrist depth. Okay. And so I felt like I did that pretty good.
Yep.
So I'm going
okay.
to hit one at 20%. And I'm going to try and attempt to do my backswing pieces. So we'll go 20% and I'm going to go trail, wrist, and depth. So that was probably like more 40%.
Yep.
But, you know, immediately, I don't do this when I practice.
Yeah.
Foolish. Immediately, the doing my bad version after and then makes it so apparent to me the differences in the feel.
Yep.
And then me being able to go, which is so beautiful about this sandwich,
Yep.
being able to go right back in and replace that with the good,
Yep.
and then do it at a slow play. Not that you need confirmation, but that felt excellent in terms of my
Awesome.
learning. Yeah.
And to build on that, science will suggest that if you do this with engagement, so if you do this, take your time between each shot,
Yeah.
that over time, that middle movement will become harder for you to access. It will start to merge.
Interesting.
So you're here, right?
Yep.
Over time, it will be harder and harder for you to get there.
Yeah.
And it will start to mirror the movement that you want a little bit more.
And wouldn't that, to me, sounds like a evidence that my normal
Yeah.
is changing.
It's changing. Absolutely.
Got it.
Absolutely.
So let's say I did that well, and now I'm going for my second ball.
Yep.
And I'm going to repeat my little sandwich here.
Yep.
And now this time when I do it, I'm going to do it at 40%.
Correct.
When I go from 20% to 40 to 60 to 80, that includes the practice swings. The practice swings and the hit at 20, or just the hit at 20?
That's
Or
down to the individual.
separate? Okay, got it.
That's down
So
to the individual.
Let's do that again. Let's go. Let's say I'm going to up it to 40. I felt good about the first
Yep.
one. So if I felt bad about it, I stay at 20.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm feeling my trail, wrist, and depth good. Okay, that feels good. Now I'm going to do my bad. So trail, wrist, and no depth. That's probably what my swing normally looks like. Now I'll go good again. Trail, wrist, depth. Okay, I felt good about that too. I felt like I felt that well. So I'm going to go 40%.
Yep.
Right? And I'll try and feel those same pieces. So trail, wrist, and depth at 40%. And that also felt like I accomplished that well.
And honestly, I'm a nerd for this, right? This
Yeah.
gets me this is what gets me going. Learning is taking
Yeah.
place. But you talking it out loud,
Yeah.
we weren't even going to include that in this video, right?
Yeah.
That's so powerful.
Got it.
So powerful. So, often the ones that are successful are the crazy ones.
Yep.
I would encourage people to be the crazy one talking on
like
the
us,
range.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So I don't really want to go much further than this in this video because I think
Yep.
that was so good right there.
Okay.
Again, simple recap.
Yep.
If I'm going to practice, I'm going to spend time practicing my swing either way.
Yep.
I might as well spend that time as effective as possible.
Agreed.
What we're saying here is the fastest way to change your swing or have the most effective use of that time would be to introduce these variables.
Yes.
If someone's going to hit 20, 30, 40, 50 balls anyway, do I'll say bad
Yep.
version of your swing good version, bad version.
Yep.
Hit a ball with it. Start at 20% speed.
Yep.
Stay there until you feel good with that.
Yep.
Slowly work your way up. Not a rush.
No,
Not a rush.
not at all.
And now what I would say in accompanying this for me is when someone's going to work on their game, this works really well also because I have two things. I have identified two things. I am not randomly from swing to swing doing something new or different, right? I've established two priorities that you can do, right? Or work with a coach who knows how to do that. Okay, and then go in and do that.
Yes.
So what I would encourage is you have to find whatever you're going to work on and commit to that and do that same thing and implement that with this. That is what I feel really good about suggesting to someone. This is the fastest way that you can make an improvement and change your swing.
Absolutely. I think having clarity on what you're actually working on is key.
Yeah.
So you get that first, and then you implement it into this effective practice circuit.
Dude, love it. Thanks, man.
Awesome,
Appreciate you. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked the video, do us a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell if you haven't. Also, please subscribe. Thank you guys.